Guys, they said Blueblo finally confessed. Oh, this time around. They said she was rolling on the floor, begging Kabiyesi. And the funny part of it is that she did not confess because she wanted to confess, but she confessed because the ancient sword came out. You know that the information have it that she was coming to the palace with her new car, and something happened. They said it was a new car she just was purchased with the sum of 90.6 million naira. And nothing was happening to the car. Nothing was happening to the car. And the moment the car enters the palace gate, they said the car knocked engine. Kabiyesi knew that there is something. There is something. You know that there is something that they said Iyamifa did. I don't know if Iyamifa did that thing before or after they must have buried the cow head. But I believe it should be after the cow head. Or I don't just know. I don't just know. But all I can, from what we heard, they said Iyamifa did something that before they will come into the palace again with certain things right now, it will be very hard. So they said when Kabiyesi heard that this woman was coming into the palace and this thing happened to her, they said by then she have gone out to go and look for a mechanic to see what they can do about the car, because the car is just a new car that doesn't have any fault until it enters the palace. When Kabiyesi finally saw her, they said Kabiyesi invited her. And on getting to Kabiyesi's throne room where Kabiyesi was, they said Kabiyesi was holding the ancient sword. And they said at once Kabiyesi asked her that if she likes, she can lie. If she don't like, it is better that she save herself. That what was she trying to bring into the palace that knocked that car engine? Because there was something bad that she wanted to bring into the palace that made that car to knock engine. Because a lot of people were thinking that maybe it is this Yami Soronga or anything, but information have it that the moment Kabiyesi brought out that ancient sword, they say she started rolling on the floor, begging Kabiyesi, please forgive me. It is Igbi that Igbi gave her a gift. Igbi gave her a bead that she was wearing on her waist. They said that was the bead that she was wearing that day, because to her, she know that there is no other bad thing that she was coming into the palace. As a matter of fact, she was just coming into the palace to come and do show off to Queen Naomi, like I said, because she just got a new car and all of that. That maybe it is the bead that she was wearing that's the reason why the thing happened. That it was Igbi. There was a time that Igbi traveled to Saudi Arabia, where they say she spent like 21 days. When she returned back, she came back with a lot of gifts, and they say that was when Igbi gifted Blueblo this bead that she was wearing and entering the palace, and her new car, knocked engine on the gate. They said that time she was rolling and crying and begging Kabiyesi, and they said Paropo was there. When Paropo saw that the way she was explaining, begging and begging Kabiyesi, I don't know anything. No, it was Igbi. Shebi my family members have warned me severally to stay away from Igbi. That Igbi have this. What have Igbi given to me? And all of that. And I said to myself, are you sure you don't know what she gave you? Are you sure it wasn't what you requested that she brought for you from Saudi Arabia, my people? Because Kabiyesi know that there is something, that this thing cannot just be ordinarily. Or maybe something that is telling Kabiyesi something must have told him. Because like we heard though, they say Kabiyesi is a deity on his own. He's a living deity. So I believe that when certain things happen, his instinct will tell him that, look, this thing is not just an ordinary or coincidence, that something was behind it. And they said the moment she started rolling on the floor, Kabiyesi's anger was kind of relieved. And that is because they say she said the truth. But the thing is that whether she wants to tell the truth or not, that as long as that ancient sword is out there, that the ancient sword was going to push out the truth from her mouth, had it been she decided to lie. So The thing is that a lot of people are saying that if this information is true, what is still keeping Kabiyesi all of this while? Eh? They gave him the ancient sword for a reason. And I believe that this is one of the reasons. And things like this have been happening over and over again. And we have not been hearing that he brought out the ancient sword and all of that. The only time we heard that he brought out the ancient sword was on one of the occasions during the time that Oba Akande was still alive. They said they were in a meeting discussing, and they said these people were fighting him back to back. And that was when they brought up the issue of the protective charm, how the man was behind the person that collected the protective charm, and they said the man was denying it, and Kabiyesi went inside and brought out this ancient sword and spoke a word into it, telling the ancient sword to make any man among them that knows anything that has to do with that protective charm, that the ancient sword should make the person dumb immediately without wasting time. And they said before Kabiyesi could come out from the from where he did that with the ancient sword to the place where they were having the meeting, they said Oba Akande could no longer talk again. The same person that had been raging war, doing everything as shutting everyone up. If you said he would tell you, "Shut up! What do you know? Do you know I am? Is it? I am. I don't know. I don't know." They said the man was shutting everyone up, claiming that he knows everything more than every other person. But the moment Kabiyesi was coming out, he could not say a word. And it's only Kabiyesi that knows what happened because he know what he said to the ancient sword. So that's the only time we have heard. Okay, the another time we heard that he brought it out was when Blublo's family was coming to fight him. And they said the moment he brought it out, all of them was on the run. All the elders, they were running like chickens. So I think if this information is true, the best thing Kabiyesi should do is to bring this thing out always until the enemies know that if you try him, he will bring out the ancient sword, and you see them backing off one after the other. Yes, because I don't see the reason why all of these kind of stories we have been hearing will be going on every now and then, and there is a way out of it, and Kabiyesi will not do it. I don't think it's a good idea. You know, he has to do what he has to do to be safe. Because if he is saying, okay, it hasn't gotten to that extent, it hasn't gotten to that extent, a time will come when it will pass that extent and got to the extent that he will be regretting it. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I want to remind you that these are all alleged information, okay? Always remember, they are all rumored information. Thanks for watching. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and share my video. Bye. I love you guys.